How about those storms, huh? They're great. No, they're not. Welcome to another master class. My name is Lisa. I'm your host on all these videos. And today, Friday, is one of our master classes, and it has to do with the storm. There are many storms that are going across the United States, and they have been pretty brutal, as you know, if you listen to the news. So, where does that leave wheelchair users? That leaves us to prepare a bit. Now, everyone should prepare, not just wheelchair users, but we are going to talk about what would help us prepare. Alrighty. Now, we have so many tools today to listen to the news, know what the weather's going to be, and that is awesome, you know, compared to the 1800s. Well, we're not in the 1800s, we're in the 20s, 21st century. So you have YouTube to look at some weather announcements. You have the news on TV. You have apps that will tell you about the news. So there's no excuses to not prepare. And you might say, okay, Lisa, well, how do I prepare? Well, you know, there's the grab and go bag that you need to have. If really you see that you need to leave, then the grow and grab bag. So something, you know, a little first aid kit, a blanket, or, you know, just things that you find that'll be very crucial for you if you had to leave the house. If you had to leave the house in a second, what would you put in that bag? So start your list, as you know, start your list on what would you put in a grab and go bag. The other thing to prepare is to have a plan in your home or in the institution where you're at and know what the plan is to your safe place. If you had to stay at home, you know, shelter in place for whatever storm was coming, what is the safest place in your home? Of course, away from glass, away from doors or windows. Where would that be? We have a plan already here, and we have a captain on each floor, first floor and second floor, and they will go around getting people and alerting us, you need to go to our safe place now. So we have tornadoes here in the state of Wisconsin, so it's no fooling around. So we have that plan in place. If the lights go out, then we have another plan in place. We have a duffel bag in a front room closet where we have a long extension cord where we can plug it into the emergency plug and get people out of their recliners if they're in the recliners because they're all electric. Get them out and start heading over to our safe place until the danger has passed. Sorry. So that is the kind of plan that I am promoting here for the storms, and especially us who are wheelchair users. We go a little bit slower to get things together. So it's always important to have those already set in place so we know what we're supposed to do. In that plan, you might want to practice a little bit, either in your head or physically practice it one day. Go through the motions of, if I have to exit the house, this is what I'm going to do today to practice it. Then it's in here and in here. Also, if you needed to have a safe place in your home, then where would that be? And practice grabbing your bag and going to the safe place. You know, and always batteries, and have that wheelchair, if it's battery moved, to have it charged ahead of time. So that's really important. If you have a manual wheelchair, then you're fine. You're free to move around. But so safe place and a grab and go bag. So those two things need to be in place before the storm arrives, because once the storm is there, that's it. You ran out of time. I beg everyone, especially wheelchair users, not to stay there and film the storm as it's coming. I've seen so many dumb films, people holding their phones up to film the tornado or the storm that's coming, and that is just so dangerous. They put themselves in danger and other people as well. So please don't do that. Just focus on your safety. And my allergies are going crazy. Sorry about that. So now let's talk about important parts here to be in contact. It just really depends too, your situation. Are you with family? Are you alone? If you're alone, to have special contact to help you out if the storm looks pretty brutal or unpredictable. So have a contact outside of your home to assist. If you're living with others that are capable of helping you, then talk about what the plan would be if the storm looks like you need to leave your home or you need to go to your safe place. Who's going to get you up, help you to get up as soon as possible, get in your chair and get to the safe place and grab and go bag because that's what's going to have, necessary things for you. A radio with batteries, flashlight. It's rare for us to have two different wheelchairs. I only have one, so I can only rely on that one wheelchair. So having contacts, connections, that will help you in these dangerous times. Now the part that's important also is when the storm is past, what to do next. And you would want to come out of your safe place if you have hunkered down and check around and don't dash out the door. Just be careful. You want to look around, make sure it's safe to step out and see what the situation is after the storm. Be connected still to the news because you want to be alert to any flooding, any waves if you're on the coast, that could be coming or not coming. So you just want to be careful and not assume that everything is over with. All right, folks, so we have spoken about before, during, and after. To be careful of going outside, just wait and check on the news, see what's going on. Make sure that there's nothing dangerous in front of your house, or if you're going to exit your house, to be careful that there's nothing dangerous around. And if there is, who to call to get trees removed or cars removed or whatever blew in front of your or on your yard, and just be safe before, during, and after. So those are 3 steps you want to check and see what your plan is going to be. Because everybody lives in a different part of the world, different part of the country, different part of the state, different part of wherever, and could be an island, could be in the mountains, could be in a valley. So everything is different for each one of us. And we are wheelchair users, and we kind of go a little bit on the slower lane. So you want to make sure that that lane is a good lane, a safe lane, and keeps you safe from the storm. All right, folks, you know what to do. And just make sure you check out one of the videos. I usually put only one. It's too confusing to have 2 or 3. So pick the one that's on the screen. See if that is something you would like to watch. And also, thank you so much for the new subscribers. We are 1 person away from 500 subscribers. So thank you so much for those who have subscribed. And I want to thank everyone for your likes and your comments that are important, either questions or either just sharing your story, which is also awesome. So thank you so much for coming, and I, for sure, will see you in the next class.